इस विश्लेषण में आपका स्वागत है। Have you ever wondered about the actual nitty-gritty realities of making money as a creator? Well, you are in the perfect place. Today, we're breaking down the exact timeline of a creator's journey to their very first paycheck. We'll be using the real-world experiences as our guide. Okay, let's dive into this.
You know, you've probably seen countless creators out there talking about making money online, right? I mean, it feels like literally everyone is talking about it, but how many of them actually break down the exact step-by-step process of when and how that very first payment actually hits your bank account? Yeah, not many. It can be a pretty confusing space for beginners, honestly. But thanks to our source, who's already successfully navigated this whole shebang, we have a perfectly clear roadmap. We're going to reveal the exact chronological timeline today so you know exactly what to expect on your own journey.
So before any money can be made, you've got to cross the very first major hurdle of the creator's roadmap, and that is simply unlocking the ability to make money on the platform. This is commonly known as meeting the monetization conditions. You can't just upload a video and instantly see cash flowing in, sadly. You have to actually prove to the platform that you've got an engaged, dedicated audience first. This is basically just to ensure that advertisers are actually getting value when their ads run on your content.
To prove that audience engagement, YouTube actually gives you two specific options. Option 1 requires you to gather exactly 1,000 subscribers and accumulate 4,000 watch hours on your long-form videos. Or, if short-form content is more your style, you can go with option 2, reaching those same 1,000 subscribers, but combining them with 10 million views on your shorts. The good news? You only need to hit one of these combinations, not both. Once you complete either of these criteria, the door finally opens for you to apply for monetization. And once you're approved, well, that's when the magic happens. Ads actually start running on your videos.
All right, so imagine this. Your videos are monetized. Ads are running. You are officially generating revenue. Pretty awesome, right? But the money doesn't just magically float into your pocket. This brings us to the next critical phase of the journey, AdSense and verification. This is kind of the back-end administrative side of being a digital creator. You have to prove who you are, verify your identity, and confirm exactly where you live before the platform trusts you enough to actually hand over the cash. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is this very specific milestone number, $10. When your ad revenue slowly ticks up and finally crosses that exact $10 mark in your dashboard, it triggers an automatic physical process over at Google. AdSense will physically mail a verification PIN to your home address. Yes, actual traditional snail mail. I know, wild, right? But it's an absolutely crucial security measure to ensure you're a real person residing at a real location. Let's walk through exactly how this administrative verification process unfolds, because it is vital to get this right. It's basically a simple 3-step progression. Step 1, you wait patiently for that physical AdSense PIN to arrive in your mailbox. Step 2, once you finally get the envelope, you log back into your AdSense account and type in that exact PIN to complete your address verification. And once that's successfully verified, you unlock Step 3, which is definitely the most exciting administrative step you'll take. You're finally allowed to add your actual bank account details right into the AdSense system. Your financial pipeline is officially connected. So, with your bank account linked and your identity fully verified, you enter the home stretch. Your videos are still getting views, those ads are still playing, and the revenue in your dashboard is steadily climbing higher every single day. This brings us to the most anticipated moment of literally any creator's life, the first earnings in transfer. This is it, the final back-end phase where those digital numbers on your screen are preparing to turn into real, spendable money in your real-world bank account. So, the crucial point is this specific financial threshold, $100. You can't withdraw $50 or even $99 for that matter. $100 is the absolute minimum threshold you must hit before the system releases a single penny to your bank account. Think of it as sort of the ultimate finish line of your initial monetization race. Once your dashboard successfully hits that $100 mark, you're officially locked in for your very first paycheck. But you might be wondering, when does that money actually arrive? You don't just hit $100 and get an instant magical deposit. The platform operates on a very strict, highly reliable monthly billing cycle. Once you've met that $100 threshold by the end of a given month, your funds are reliably processed and transferred during a specific window, between the 21st and the 26th of the month. That precise 5-day window is when you'll check your banking app and finally see the money actually land in your linked account. And this brilliantly illustrates the entire technical journey mapped out chronologically from absolute zero to your very first paycheck. Let's do a quick recap. Phase 1, you grind to meet those initial monetization criteria. Phase 2, ads start running and you generate your first $10. Phase 3, you wait for and complete your physical PIN verification. Phase 4, you securely link up your bank account. And finally, Phase 5, you hit that magical $100 threshold and get paid between the 21st and 26th of the month. It is a highly structured, incredibly reliable system. Now, hearing all these technical requirements, subscribers, watch hours, physical PIN codes, minimum thresholds, it might sound a little overwhelming, right? You might be sitting there right now wondering, okay, but how on earth do I even begin? Well, let's completely shift our energy for a moment. Forget the back-end analytics and the monetization dashboards. How does an aspiring creator actually take that very first crucial step toward this massive roadmap? Let's take a look at how our source, Akash Digital Diamond, practically managed to pull it off. Let's look at the actual reality of starting out. When Akash started his YouTube journey, he didn't have some professional soundproofed studio. No way. He didn't even have a high-end phone or a separate expensive microphone. He literally started with a cheap techno-mobile device. That's it. Just a basic, inexpensive phone and a sheer, undeniable willingness to create content. Fast forward to the present. Through pure consistency and dedication, he now boasts over 2 lakh. That's 200,000 subscribers. And yes, because of that success, he finally upgraded to a good mobile phone. But he reached massive success despite starting with absolutely zero high-end gear. And he leaves us with this incredibly inspiring piece of wisdom. Beginnings always start with small steps. The message here is crystal clear and it is absolutely powerful. Do not wait until you have the perfect camera. Please do not wait for the perfect lighting or the perfect microphone. You just need to start creating videos with whatever mobile phone you currently have in your pocket right now. Every giant milestone, the 1,000 subscribers, the first $10, the first $100 paycheck, all of it begins with the simple, incredibly small step of hitting record on your very first video.
So we've outlined the entire financial roadmap for you today, from 0 subscribers all the way to the exact day the money hits your bank account. And we've seen absolute proof that you do not need fancy equipment to reach that finish line. The path is clearly laid out right in front of you. Now, the only thing left to figure out is your own starting line. What small step will you take today to start your YouTube journey? Are you going to brainstorm a topic, or will you just hit record right now? Thank you for exploring this explainer with me, and I truly cannot wait to see what you go out